What's up? Today we're going to be making your headliner go from this to this in just a couple easy steps. But first, this is a delicate job, so we're going to have to clean this workplace up so that we don't have any contaminants getting in everywhere. On a side note, does anyone know what this is? Looks like a big spider nest, but it's caterpillars. Comment down below if you know what that is. Now let's get the truck inside and get to work. Step one, we're going to be unscrewing and taking out all of the little plastic bits on the ceiling, like your sun visors, whatever this is called, this little fella, all of it's got to go. So let's get right to it. I'm getting in there with a T15 Torx bit for my truck, a 2004 Avalanche. You should probably not be using an impact, unless you want to strip them out, but I'm going for it anyway. Let's see what happens. Now we gotta go through and unclip all of those wiring harnesses. Dude, I finally got it. You guys didn't get to see that shit, but it took me like 15 minutes. We still got the rest of them to go. I'll see you when it's done. And we got those fuckers off. We're gonna work on getting all the handles. To get them, we have to take these guys off on the sides to get to the bolts. And I don't even know how to get that one off. But we're gonna figure it out. Let's fucking go. And the next one. For these tabs, we're gonna try the old double side pry method and hope that everything they don't break. There we go. Yeah, one more go. Broke some pieces off, but we got there. Let's unclip a couple more electrical bitches and then be done. You can see like this guy. I think there's some somewhere else, like by the front mirror up there. So I already got the other side, but all I'm doing now is ripping up more of these wires. I think that's all of them. Let's get this sucker out. Now that we spent like 5 years doing the boring part, that we're gonna have to do again afterwards anyway, the second time, we get to do the fun part. Just tearing this thing apart and then throwing a fresh one on. I'm gonna be taking a wire brush and scrubbing all of this green foam off. Get it down to the fiberglass. So a little bit of a problem here. It's all wrinkly. When I bought the suede, I thought it would be in a roll, but it was all folded up in a square. So what we're doing, I got a clothing steamer. And we're gonna try to steam out some of these wrinkles. 2 days later, and I have to admit, not a lot of progress has been made. I did get the wrinkles out of the headliner fabric. When we're getting in here and laying down the fabric, we're just going to be spraying a whole lot of the headliner adhesive and then pulling a little section of the mat over, making sure we get no creases, sealing it down, and then we get right back to spraying, and you just repeat that until the whole thing's covered. And then we got to run around and trim so there's about 1 to 2 inches of overhang that we can fold over and glue onto the other side so it doesn't peel up. This part can be a little tedious, sometimes it doesn't like to stick, but I found that if you spray the glue on and it's not sticking, just wait like 30 seconds to a minute and the glue will be less wet and more sticky, and then you can just fold it over and it'll stick right to it. Now we're just going to sit back and relax for a little bit while the glue cures. I'll be back tomorrow to finish putting this guy in. And this is what it looks like once we got it in there. I don't have any of the electronics back in because I'm going to paint those gray to match the rest of the interior. But this is what you can expect. Looks pretty damn good.